India. It's land with over 1 billion people. It's a country with a very high GDP, a very high growth rate. But today, we are not going to talk about India. We're going to talk about Mumbai, the land of dreams. Mumbai is a city with, yes, let me just first look. So Abhishek lives in Kanjurmarg here in Mumbai. He wants me to tell you that. That's a map of Mumbai. So Mumbai was actually a Portuguese colony. It was colonized by the British first, and it was given as dowry in the marriage of Charles II and Catherine Braganza of Portugal. It's actually made up of 7 islands which have been put together, and formerly it was known as Bombay, but its name changed to Mumbai in the year 1995. It is the 4th most largest city in the world with a population of 12.4 million, and it's also one of the most expensive cities in the world to live in. Its population density is more than 20,000 people per square kilometer.
कवर करना मेरे को
The economy of Mumbai is the commercial and financial capital of India. It has the highest GDP of any city in the South, West, and Central Asia. It generates 6% of India's GDP. India grows at a current growth rate of 9%. 6% of GDP comes from Mumbai. It's currently the most 4th expensive city in the world. And Mumbai, like India, is a land of contradictions. You will see that Mumbai has the most expensive house in the world. And yet it also has the largest slum in Asia. Most of the major international brands of hotels have their hotels in Mumbai, and yet there are people who live every day, who sleep every day on streets every night. Many international companies like Microsoft, finance companies, you name it, they have their bases in Mumbai because it is the place where India is run from, and India is currently the market that every Western company is targeting. Bollywood is one of the largest film industries in the world. If I'm not mistaken, it's second after Hollywood. And Bollywood is not just the only film industry in India. India has its own regional film industries, and Mumbai has its own Marathi film industry. As far as transportation in Mumbai is concerned, Mumbai is a city with a lot of people. If you get out in Mumbai, it's difficult to move around. If you think traffic at peak hours in Toronto is bad, you have to be in Mumbai to appreciate it. Railways are the backbone of the transportation in Mumbai. It is the oldest railway network in Asia. The first railway ran in Mumbai by the British. It carries more than 6 million people every day. During peak hours, the trains have a capacity of 1,500 people, and these trains carry 5,000 people each train, and every train runs 3 minutes from every station. There are more than 400 trains that run on the Western Railway just during peak hours, more than about 2,000 in the entire day. Each train, and the super dense crush load factor is a term that has been coined by the Indian Railways, by the Mumbai Railways, just to present the factor that there are so many people traveling in one train where people cannot even fit. People are literally out of the trains. People die every day in the train tracks, an average of about 3 or 4 people every day. Transportation. A bus is a common mode of transport, but is less used than a railway simply because it takes a lot of time to travel by bus because of the traffic conditions. Buses in Mumbai are run by the PEST. PEST currently has more than 1,500 environmentally friendly buses, and there are more that are coming out on the way. Mumbai is spearheading one of the movements to be more sustainable, to be more environment friendly. Even its trains are run on electricity now. It has 3,330 buses carrying 49 passengers every day. That is in complementary to the railways carrying their own number of passengers. Now, from a tourism perspective, India in Mumbai is more of, it's not meant for leisure travels. It's meant more for travelers who are business and who are transient guests who basically come to Mumbai as a way of getting to some other destination, because Mumbai is a transportation hub also. There are business travelers because there are so many companies in Mumbai. There are business travelers who travel to Mumbai, who live in their hotels, who generate a lot of money for the economy. The business from these sectors is very high, and there is a very heavy demand on infrastructure due to these huge amounts of people coming in. At an average, according to my research, there are 10,000 immigrants coming into Mumbai every day. The only four seasons in India is in Mumbai, which is to show that how Mumbai is growing, because four seasons is something of everyone knows what four seasons is, and they usually don't build hotels where they don't get good business. I have a video here after this. I'm sorry. I have a video there after this which shows you, which gives you a little more perspective of what I've been talking about. This video I've taken some of it from NGC Megacities, and some of it from a BBC documentary on Mumbai Railways. So it's an edited documentary.
Do the floating E. Yeah, do the E instead. Did you try your? Okay.
India is the largest democracy in the world. The head of state is a Muslim, the head of government is a Sikh, and the head of the ruling political party is an Italian Catholic immigrant. Such cultural and religious diversity is unparalleled in the developing world. India is undergoing unprecedented growth, and Bombay is its financial powerhouse. The city promotes a positive vision of the future, a place where dreams can come true. Today, some parts of the city have a population density of 1 million people per square mile. By 2020, Bombay is set to be the world's largest city.
Sharna, please give me a side. There is a video recording happening.
It's like a small country. The city's population. Commuters begin their journey home, and trains meant to carry 1,200 people.
Holy shit.
At peak times, Bombay double count of the West. If you can make it here.
You can make it anywhere. Now Abhishek will be presenting this topic. He's talking more of about the Bandra Wadi ceiling that has been built over the sea.
Turn a little bit of light on Abhishek. Number one or two. That's it.
So now we'll talk about the benefits and the disadvantages of people building touristic arts in the city. Maharashtra government, that is the provincial government, has taken some steps to build some various structures in the city so as to minimize the load factor on the trains and the buses, which is the main means of transport for the public. 80% of public travel by the public sector, that is the railways and the buses. Now they have built a structure called Bandra Wadi ceiling. It is definitely one of the artistic structure built in the sea, and it was the foundation stone of this structure was being built in 1999. It took around 10 years for this government to build this structure. Of course, it got inaugurated in 2009. This basic motto was to attract more and more tourists, but the second most important thing about the structure was to ease the traffic from the people traveling from northern side to the southern side. The southern side is the one which is the economic sector of the city, and hence people from suburban areas like we have Etobicoke and Toronto, people travel from northern side to the southern side. And for that, making the traffic easier, they have built this structure in the sea. It was being financed mainly by the Maharashtra government, that is the provincial government. Its actual cost budgeted was $131 US, but it took actually $319 US. and its interest was around 139 US dollars. Can you imagine, 5 years it was supposed to be built, but it took 10 years, and in that 5 extra years, it took around like 3 to 4 times of what it was to be cost. And not only that, the structure was built, and during the structure which was actually being built, they actually took 1,000 acres of mangroves. Now mangroves are something which are the shrubs which protect a city from the floods and disasters like tsunami. Like Noel has told that tsunami was occurred in Indonesia and India. Indian cities like Chennai was actually saved from major disasters because of these shrubs like called mangroves. Can you imagine if we have only 6,000 acres in the city and if you uproot 1,000, what would be the future? Not only that, the beaches near on the Mumbai coast are actually getting diminished. There is a beach called Dada Bridge, which was actually 300 feet and now it is just 30 feet left. And in 2005, while making the structure, they actually took 27 hectares of landfill on the mouth of a river called Meethi River. Meethi River is something which takes out the drainage water from the city to the sea. It is more of a drainage system instead of river. But actually, the opening is got so narrowed down that it actually choked up the waterfall. There was a rainfall of 944 centimeters in 2005. The average rainfall should be 131. And imagine if so much of water is in the city, what can happen? You can see the picture behind. And not only that, it actually halted the lifeline. The trains and the buses were stopped for 3 consecutive days. And yes, of course, anybody can tell that more and more floods are being forecasted in the future. And there is more to come, of course. They have already started thinking on the statue. This is the statue of the Maratha warrior which is to be built in the Arabian Sea. Imagine they are building a statue and a museum beneath it. And imagine how much more beaches are they going to take away from us. And as you can see, the Bandra-Worli ceiling which I was telling you, that is the black portion, that is 1/4 of the portion is complete. More 3/4 is to be yet to come. How much more thing they are going to do, I don't know. And it is very difficult to understand that. So it was actually something, a good initiative for the government. Of course, they want to ease the traffic, they want more and more tourists. But they should understand that the vision should be something